there's a good likelihood that Fox may do a Torchwood. That's right. We in the U.S. may get ourselves a Torchwood series, backed by the same exact people: Russell T Davies, Julie Gardner, and Jane Trampner. Now that would be smooth. I would love to see that because they've done a lot of other reboots of shows, adaptations of shows, such as Life on Mars, which the U.S. version they did, even though it was for one season, they did a great job of explaining what happened, the whole basis of his little problems. The Office, I've seen on occasion. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? That show got real old when it went to 5 days a week. Till Death Do Us Part, which we all know is All in the Family. Hell's Kitchen, enough said. Keeping up, keeping it in the family, Too Close for Comfort. Changing Rooms, trading spaces, just to mention a few. But I think a Torchwood US would be real smooth to see. The only difference would be that they said in the article, which I'll leave over here on the side, a link, uh, that it will be more of a they'll be more global than the UK version, which was mainly Cardiff and that area. And if they do pick it up, there's a good likelihood that John Barrowman will be reprising his role as old Captain Jack himself. But of course, and again, you'd have to have a secondary character as strong as the captain on those times when he's not around. Uh, but now there's also talk that Shatner may reboot May, Big May reboot Doctor Who for U.S. audiences. Folks, not a good idea. Not a good idea. We all still have that vision of the '96 movie. I'll explain in a later video on what they could have done better. How they could have done better. But no, do not reboot Doctor Who. Now, if you want to use actors to take up roles for those that can't appear for whatever reason, fine. Hey, no problem whatsoever. I don't think half the people would have a problem with that if you want to use actors to do that. But a whole reboot, no. Keep Doctor Who primarily British. Do not reboot for U.S. audiences. But on an up note, on a secondary up note, NBC has got a pilot planned for David Tennant. And that is called Rex Is Not Your Lawyer. Which sounds, I don't know when it's going to appear. I don't know when it's going to come to the season, whether it's going to be mid-season or 2010, 2011. But the concept that I've heard for it sounds real unique. Tenet is sort of a little cuckoo, cuckoo, and it's pretty much think Ally McBeal. The best way I could think of is think Ally McBeal. That's the only way I can think of. But two things: Torchwood US, thumbs up. Reboot for Doctor Who, for US with US, thumbs down.